Hey everybody, this is Mota and I'm back with another Transformers video review. This time I have UW-06. This is Grand Galvatron. This is a Japanese exclusive, not released here in the United States. So you have to get it from a outside retailer or one of the online retailers. I know a lot of people are really excited about this, and I'll show you why in just a little bit. So here on the front we have a picture of Grand Galvatron, and gladly they're not calling him Galvatronus. And then his parts that create him, you can see them, and then they're flying around, and the other two are right here. But let me show you off his parts on the back. So just real quickly, I'm going to go through the details of how this guy came along. So online, the United Warriors line decided to make a comic as to why they joined all four of these guys together, or all five of these guys together, to make the Grand Galvatron. So apparently in the story, Cyclonus decides to go and see his former master, Galvatron. He goes to his grave where he's been killed and buried. While he's there, Galvatron then possesses him. Galvatron has this want to still be Grand Galvatron. So they then go and see Unicron. So they explain to Unicron what's going on, what he wants to do. So he decides, well, me being the omni-universe being that I am, I'll take three other beings from other timelines and use them to help you, because you don't have enough hatred in your heart to become the Grand Galvatron, so we'll use these other guys. So the three that they use is Roller, Breakdown, and Thrust. So these being people that were left basically for dead or were already dead. Roller, apparently in one of the IDW G1 comics, was left in a wasteland basically to die. Breakdown from the Prime series was actually killed and then was used as kind of cyborg body parts at one point. So they used him, but not Silas in that. And then you have Thrust here, which he was apparently marooned someplace because he was a traitor. So they bring all those together, and then luckily Starscream shows up. Starscream begs Unicron to give him a new body. Unicron's like, okay, I'll help, but because we know you're a traitor, we're not going to give you a full body. You'll be part real, part ghost, you know, so you'll still have the powers of ghost and powers of being normal, but you won't be able to trade. You won't be able to be a traitor to Galvatron again. So that's how all these guys come together and are make this Grand Galvatron. So we'll go ahead and get to the figures here. I guess really me saying, you know, this is the figure that everybody's going crazy for. At least in my groups, they're all wanting a ghost Starscream. So I think if Takara decided to release him as a single figure, that would be a very good thing, because I think a lot of people would actually buy him. Coming here to the side, I don't know if you can actually see this. We have the Galvatron face here, and on the top we have the logo with the name. There it is, right side up. And then on the bottom, warning labels and such. So cracking this open, it's just like all the other ones where it's held on by magnets. You can flip it open, and we see all the figures here in the through this window right here. And then up here we have basically more pictures of Grand Galvatron and maybe some bios and such. I don't know. I can't read that stuff. And then the figures here in both of their modes. I know that you can't see the top of that, but you can't really read anything on it either. So, or at least I can't. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this guy open so we can check him out. Alright, so here we have all the figures out of the box and in their alternate modes, which are the modes that they come in already. Things that come in the box. We have its instructions, which are really nice instructions like always. You flip these open, then you have your diagram of all the figures that are in the package and where they're put in the package, and then you have transformation. So we're starting off with Cyclonus here, and then we go to Starscream, and then we got Thrust, and then we have Breakdown, and then lastly is Roller. So, and then just showing here where they suggest that they should go. And then they're also showing where you should put the cannons at, so that's a little strange. They usually don't show something kind of like that, but and then they're showing basically that you can take and put them anywhere, and then they're also showing that hey, you can take these and you can mix them around with Superion and Minosaur. And then on the back you have that funny little like a little comic type picture here. That they have on all of them. So this is just them, I guess, kind of like at a sauna or at a hot spring, but instead of a sauna or a hot spring, they're in lava. And then you can actually see Dr. Archibald, or I can't remember his name. Archibald. I'm close. I'm close. And then I guess this is supposed to be the Ultimate Galvatron or something, where it's like Galvatron on Unicron pieces or something. I don't know. But then you can see Roller here. He's drinking some Energon out of a cube with a little straw. So. And then this one did actually come with a coin. So you have that. It's the chest plate for Galvatron there. And then you flip it open, and we have the coin in here. And a Decepticon logo here. Oh man, I wish I still had my my old coin to see if they actually used the same design. No, I think it actually opened this away, if I remember correctly. I don't remember. Jeez. Oh well. Alright, so actually we'll start with Starscream, and then we'll work our way around. So let me go ahead and bring all these other figures off. Alright, so first off, here we have Starscream. I know he's hard to see because he is clear. I am using white. I apologize about that. I can see him pretty good here through the viewfinder. So here are his weapons. He has a normal weapon for him whenever he was skydive. So you have that. I'm not sure if this was an original foot or not. Something that I did see that was weird was that on previous releases, I don't know if they did this with the Grand Optimus, but they usually use the same hands and the same things for the feet. But on this one, they have two of the same hands, but the feet are two different. And I'll show you that whenever I put them together. But let me set these off to the side. And we have Starscream here, and it's very nice. I tend to enjoy clear figures, just because you can see a lot of detail that you normally don't see, because you can see these in the tail fin here. There's under detail that I didn't really ever notice before, not until I actually had this figure in my hand and was able to see some of the detail on the underside that I actually saw this. So the normal things that were soft plastic are still soft plastic. So the nose cone soft plastic, and then these fins up here are soft plastic. So transform him really quickly here. So it's a little weird with it being clear because you can see through it. So as you notice, not all the pieces are clear. Some of it you can actually see, some of it's ghost, and I think that kind of goes along with the story for the cartoon or for the comic. Take this, flip this back, get into there, flip these up. And then we'll twist around the head. And if you want to, you can bring these out to make his shoulders a little bit broader, or you can leave them under here, which make his arms a little bit longer. But I don't know. I wish they would have done something else with these arms instead of. Gosh, I just don't like. It's one of the main gripes that I had with Skydive is that these shoulders seem way too wide. But here is Starscream. He does have a new head mold, and you can see something. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's extra gray paint that just globbed on there by accident, but it doesn't. We tried to scrape it off, and it does not want to come off. So I don't know. I don't want to damage it because this isn't my figure. But we tried to scrape it off. It doesn't seem to want to come off. So. Okay. But yeah, he is a very nice figure, and I think the clear bits make him look really nice. And then, like I said, not all the bits are clear. Like the top portion of the leg right here, the thigh, that's in a regular gray plastic. Then this part right here, the crotch, the bicep area, the connector, and the head are all just regular plastic, not clear, and then everything else is in with the clear. So. Alright, so he's actually becomes one of the arms for this guy. So transform him into arm mode. Maybe like that. Go here. Remember there. And it tabs here like that. I'll do that with this side also. Here, so you'll see that there's a little notch right here, and there's a tab in the forearm, and you'll just tab that in like that. And then I'll show you in a little bit the gun for Galvatron tabs into here, so on the wing. Twist this around. Nope, like that. Alright, so we need to make the hand. So there, and then we'll just sit this off to the side until we get complete and meet him for just a little bit. Alright, so here is Armada thrust. Put him down like that. So he had a little bit longer wingspan, so that's why everything shows him. All the pictures show him like this, with his wings out. I think they could have reused the skydive mold again, and I think it would have been a good suit for him. But I think to reuse that mold twice probably would have taken away from it a little bit. So I guess they decided they wanted to use different molds instead of just reusing some over and over and over again. So they decided to use air raid, and so you can have them like that. But the Armada, like I said, he had a little bit of a longer wing, or the wing was out like this. It wasn't swooped back. So you can see his new head right here. He has a new head sculpt. So I'll show it off. It's very color accurate and stuff, so it's very nice. I know that I think his cockpit was a little bit shorter, just like Starscream should have been. But let's go ahead and transform him. So as you can see, we can already see the head here. I forgot to flip that around. So go ahead and flip that underneath, and then you can't see it. So we'll go to transformation. Flip that down. And once again, we need to make sure everything is straight in here so that this will tab into here. If you need in-depth transformation on any of these, I do have in-depth transformations for all of these characters. I've already done reviews on every single one of the basic components where they've come from, so you can find those within my page somewhere. So do look for those if you're having issues with transformation, but I'm going to try and go slow enough so you can catch onto it and see what's going on. Flip that out. I think probably to keep them a little bit. No, I won't. We'll just leave them like this. So here's Thrust. So he looks nice. I like how they use the red right here because he had a little component, like a little knob or something, a little light that was red right here. So they took this and painted this to kind of simulate that. I love how they use some of the paint in their figures, and especially how they use some of the more intricate details. Instead of just trying to paint this whole thing, they paint just the hand. So it's really nice. I like that. Oh, there's a little green bit in there too. So we'll come in on the face. Hopefully it'll. There we go. There's a new sculpt, so it's nice. Oops, I hit the camera. 2 Decepticon logos on each shoulder, or one on each shoulder, I guess you could say. Very nice. Alright, so for his limb, he's one of the other arms, so we'll go ahead and do that. Go ahead and leave these out. Oh, and these fins are soft plastic, and yep, the nose is soft rubber also. Come on, stay together. And I'll go ahead and move these up. This, and you see that there's a tab on this missile right here, and there's a little hole right there in his forearm. So you just have that into there. This is not staying together very well. Oh. Alright, so here we have the other arm. So we'll go ahead and continue on. And we'll just set them off to the side until we need them a little bit later. Oh, I did forget something. So I do need the fist. So here, here. So as I was kind of explaining earlier, I'll bring these in. These are the same fists, so, but the feet that they use are two different. All right, so here's Prime Breakdown, or Zombie War Breakdown. He is made out of the off-road mold here. You just have off-road's head on there, and I'll show that off in just a little bit. So here's the foot that they're using. So they're actually using his limb for this guy. So it goes in there, and then he has an axe. So I'll show him off. He is pretty color accurate in it, and I do like that red stripe right there. He has some Decepticon logos here. Very black windshields. Nice paint job. Nice, nice, nice. Tail lights. Nice. Only thing that I think that they probably could have done is they could have continued this gray onto here. It's probably it. They did a really good paint job, and they even went and painted this part right here, which is strange. So very nice. Painted back windshield. So we'll go ahead and get into transformation on this bad boy. So he does have Breakdown's head, or Off-Road's head. Sorry, he does have Off-Road's head. Let me go here. But the paint job on Off-Road's head, it's so good that it's kind of hard to tell that it's actually a previously used head, and that it's not a new one. So alright, so here's Breakdown. He is a little loose. He's a little loose on that. Oh, well, this one knee is a little loose. So very nice, not bad. Like I said, there's a lot of paint detail in with the head. There's actually, I think, 4 different colors with this head. There's the blue, there's gray, which I think the gray is painted. There's red, and then his eyes are yellow. So very nice, very nice. Did have some yellow highlights right here. Fists are painted in fists only. Very nice. I actually went down into here and painted some of that. Have this detailing here. That's nice. Very nice. So let me go ahead and get him into his. Wow, they even went into here and painted. They even painted this right here. That's phenomenal. Okay, so as I was saying before, I'm going to go ahead and get him into his mode, which is a leg. So basically he just needs to go back to car mode with some minor deviations from that. back on there. That's back on there. So this will come back down. Tab in. Tab in. There we go. And then to make it there we go. Foot. Take this. Tab that into there. And that's good to go. So I'll go ahead and set him off to the side, and we'll move on. Alright, so next we have Roller, and this is a reuse of Rook. So I think they did a good job at reusing Rook. To make him into Roller, they use this silver paint right here. Very much resembles him. Very, very, very much. So taking a look at here, you can even see he even has an Autobot logo on there. Very nice, very nice, very shiny silver color. That's a good thing right there. So. All right, so I guess I'll go ahead and get into transformation on this guy. They didn't really do anything new with him. He even has Rook's head, so it's that's not Rook. Yeah, Rook's head. So it's kind of a shame, but I don't know. I wish I would have done something else for him. But you know, Roller never really had a body in the original. I don't know if he did in that comic that they're pulling him from. I'm not sure because I didn't read it. So go ahead and transform him. Comes out. And then he just goes around. So then this, you see that there's two. There's a slot in there. There's two parts coming out. So you want to slide that into there like that. Do that onto this side. Okay. And then just push this onto the back. And we're done. I have to look around and see if there's any pictures of Rook when they did that comic. So I'll have to look around. But not Rook, gosh, Roller. This was used for Rook. Rook was used for him to see if there's any pictures of Roller to see if he did ever transform in the comic book. So. Apparently it was issue 1 meets the eyes 37. So he does become one of the legs. So we'll go ahead and transform him into that. So basically we gotta get him back into vehicle mode with some slight alterations. There we go. There. I think I'm not 100% sure. I think we leave it like this. Yeah, it's gonna make the leg too long. Let's see here. Just flip this around like this. Here. There's a tab in here, right here. It's part of the slot that this grooves into, that the joint right here grooves into, but you have to tab it in there, and that holds it on. And then basically you just go like that, take the head, flip it around, flip it up like that. Take this connector bit, flip it up, and part of a foot now, and you just need the rest of it. And see how he's using his hand, and then this, it's completely different. So yeah, okay. Alright, so we'll go ahead and set that off to the side, and then we'll bring in thrust. So thrust is basically the same as he was with the American release of him. They did change the color scheme for his weapon to make it look more like Galvatron's gun. So this is done in a clear orange, and then they painted this part right here. And then we have Galvatron here, which this color scheme is not Galvatron. This is Thrust, not Thrust. Cyclonus. Let me get this right. I'm just throwing some names out there. So the Cyclonus here, with a more kind of, I think he's more toy accurate. I'm not exactly sure. He's a lighter color purple, almost a blue with purple here, and then some dark purple accents. So I am digging this guy. This is far better than what we got here stateside. So. Alright, so I guess real quickly I'll go into transformation on this guy. Oh, cool. Nice, very nice. Take these off. Take this, flip this around, pick it into place. Flip these back. And then take this here for right now, flip up the head, spin that around. Yeah, it's the same head, same everything on him. Oops. Push these all the way forward. All right. All right, and here we have Cyclonus here. Let me go ahead and these go on his arms. You can still see that it's still in frame. All right, those go on his arms. Lift this up a little bit. Get him all in frame. Man, this is a nice figure. It's very, very nice. A lot of paint apps on him. I'm not even sure. Like, I think they completely painted the arms because it's a different color. It may have originally been this brown color or this dark, kind of darker gray purple color, and then they painted it light purple. It's whatever it was originally. This is really, really nice. They used a lot of paint apps on this guy. And so we have his weapon here, which is actually Silverbolt's gun. So they just reused it on him because this was repurposed from Silverbolt. So largely retooled. So here we have him. And then if you want to reenact the comic, you can always come to here and pop out the Galvatron head here, which they did in the comic right here. It's kind of like that whenever he started talking to him and then possessed him. So, all right, so I'll go ahead and put him in combine mode, and then we'll start bringing this guy together. So just we'll flip the head back around. That, flip this. And if you didn't see that, I flipped the hands up like that. So you gotta flip him completely upside down because he's a little weirdo like that. You take these. And then this will tab back in, kind of like he's going back into his alt mode. I've always had issues with this guy with trying to get these tabbed in. There we go. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to grab here, we want to pull up the head, that tabs into there, and then this flips up like that, and then these flip out. Ooh, the nice little Decepticon symbol in the center. And there's Galvatron portion of him. Well, let's flip these down. So then for Grand Galvatron, we want to start adding in some pieces and connecting those in. So roller, it's supposed to be one of the legs. And then breakdown goes here. Alright, and then for arms, we want to take thrust. He goes here, and then he's alright there. He holds pretty well. And then Starscream goes on this side. So like I said before, you actually take this and tab it on like that, somewhere around there. Yeah, like that. That's best. Yeah, something like that. That's what it shows in the instructions and in the pictures, where it just goes like that. I think some people have actually taken this hand, maybe mistransformed it around into here. I wish it would have gone on like this, or been able to tab in someplace over here. That would have been a little bit more accurate, but I think this is the closest that we're going to get, is tabbing it into here. So. But there goes Grand Galvatronus, or Grand Galvatron. Not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of people out there wanting a Ghost of Starscream. So, you know, once again, Takara, if you decide that you want to make those, I think people will buy them by the bucket full. So instructions do show that you can take these guns and you can store them back here. Then you can probably put the other weapons in these hands. Put that right there, almost. So if you didn't see, I actually took Breakdown's axe and put it right here, and we'll just take this and put this right here. I almost put it right here with this tab, but it sticks on this, so you could actually have this back here, no problem. And all the stuff would be out of the way. cool, not too bad. Yeah, like I said, this is a really nice figure, especially with updating the color scheme for Cyclonus, and really that Ghost of Starscream. That is the icing on the cake right there. That Ghost of Starscream. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at that because I could just keep going and just keep going and keep going. But I don't want this to be like a 2-hour long video of me just drooling over the Starscream. So once again, I want to thank my friend Cole for allowing me to review this, allowing me to borrow this and review it. Thank you very much. I know that I probably wouldn't have a lot of content out there if it wasn't for him. So once again, thank you. I really do appreciate it. With that, I'll go ahead and conclude this review. Don't forget to check out all my other reviews. Like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. Also, I am also on Facebook. This has been Yoda, and I'll see you guys next time.